Ever kind of think about how you can almost like bet on a politician? Not like at a casino or anything, but with how much attention you give them, online and all that, or even where your money goes.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, it's weird, right? But it's like politics and entertainment and even Wall Street are all kind of blending together these days. And DJT stock, oh, perfect example of that.
DJT stock.
Yeah, we're diving into that today, and trust me, this is about way more than just money.
You got my attention.
Good, because it gets kind of wild. We're looking at this piece from the Snuffington. They do this really sharp satirical stuff on like current events and politics.
Oh, another Snuffington. They don't hold back.
Exactly. So they did this whole thing on DJT stock, and it gets you thinking.
So for those of us who haven't encountered that on like the stock ticker, what is DJT exactly?
Okay, so DJT, that's the stock for Trump Media and Technology Group, TMTG if you want to get all official.
Oh, okay.
And the big thing they have is Truth Social, right?
Right.
So this article, it compares DJT to, get this, Dogecoin.
Okay, now that is a flashback.
Remember that whole thing?
Vaguely.
Right.
It was a cryptocurrency, right?
Yeah, and it went from like a joke, a meme, to being worth billions, literally overnight.
I know there was something with Elon Musk, but refresh me on why people were so obsessed with it.
I think a lot of it was just for the laughs, honestly. It was like
Yeah.
being part of this big internet inside joke.
Right, I see. So
So then you have DJT, and the article's like, are people buying it just to support the company? Or
is it more like, I'm part of this group, I gotta have it?
exactly, like you're buying a share of the whole, what do they call it, the narrative?
The optics of it all, yeah. I can see that.
And this isn't like some crazy idea either. Remember GameStop?
How can I forget?
All those, what are they called, retail investors?
Yeah.
Just everyday people on the internet, they drove that stock price through the roof.
Taking on those big hedge funds. It was almost like, well, it was huge
It
news.
just was. And it showed how much power these online communities have, even in finance.
Which, to bring it back around, you're saying DJT could be like the new GameStop, even if it's like accidentally.
That's what's kind of scary, right? Like, has it gotten to where your political beliefs affect the stock market?
Okay, yeah, that's a thought.
And it gets even weirder because then the article's all, what if other politicians had stocks? They even had this idea for KMLA, for Kamala Harris.
KMLA. What is that, like her new merch line or something?
No, like an actual stock. And her big product would be get this, a laugh track app.
A laugh track app. What in the
And
world?
I know, right? Sounds totally bonkers, but it makes you think about how we fund campaigns and stuff.
Yeah, like, is that really so different from donating thousands to a campaign?
Right. Both are kind of hoping the politician makes it big so you get, I don't know, something back.
Favorable policy, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Like, where does just supporting someone end and, like, playing the market begin?
Man, you really do start to question the whole system,
Yeah.
don't you? Like, who really holds the power when it comes to politics, with money, attention? It gets complicated.
No kidding. And speaking of attention and who's got it, this is where the Snuffington takes us into the land of truth plus TV.
Truth plus TV. Okay, what is that?
This is where their satire gets really good. Just imagine like a whole streaming service, all of the shows, totally political. So they've got these shows, right? And one of them, it's called Commander in Mischief.
Oh,
And it's
wow.
about, get this, Biden's dog, like causing all this chaos in the White House.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. See, this is what I'm talking about. They always have such a funny way of pointing stuff out.
Right. But then you're laughing and you're like, wait a minute, is this what politics has become? Just
Yeah.
one big reality show.
It really makes you wonder, like, how much of it is for show these days?
Totally. And then it's like they're pointing right at us with this line about how, like, you think you're immune to propaganda.
Ouch. Right.
It's true, though. It's everywhere. It's in the memes, the videos, like even the news sometimes,
And it's not always some obvious, like, evil plot or anything. It's,
Yeah.
well, honestly, it's scarier because it's subtle.
Exactly. Like you start seeing everything through these little filters, but you don't even realize it.
Which is the whole point, right? It's designed to be invisible. Like, look
Yeah.
at, well, I'm not going to name any names.
Oh, we all have our least favorite news channel. I get it.
Right, but it's like they're not even trying to be objective anymore. It's all about pushing an agenda.
It's like we're past the point of just disagreeing about stuff. Now it's like we can't even agree on the same set of facts to argue about,
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
we're living in different realities.
which is kind of depressing when you think about it.
It is. Okay, but on a lighter note, this whole buy a vote idea they had, Brilliant.
Oh, yeah, buyavote.com.
Like, you could just imagine that website, right?
Click here to purchase your very own congressman.
Okay, so obviously that's not how any of this works.
No, thank goodness for small favors.
But it does make you wonder, like, how much does money influence, well, everything?
Right, like, obviously buying a stock isn't the same as voting, but...
Yeah. Those with the deepest pockets, they tend to get hurt, don't they?
Ray. It's true, and it's not just about, like, straight-up bribery or anything. It's more insidious than that.
Oh, absolutely. It's about access. It's about who gets to, I don't know, whisper in the right ears.
And it makes you wonder, in this whole world where going viral is like winning the lottery, are we all kind of playing the stock market even if we don't realize it?
Ooh. Okay, unpack that one for me. What do you mean?
Like, every time you click on something, share a post, even just like a comment.
You're feeding the beast.
Exactly. It's all data, right? And that data, it turns into influence, into money.
Power, even. Don't underestimate the power of all that data.
Definitely not. And the stakes, way higher than just like which brand of sneakers is cool this week. We're talking about how we see the world, who we trust.
It shapes our whole reality, doesn't it?
It does. So this whole thing about DJT stock, yeah, it's kind of funny, kind of out there, but...
But it got us thinking, which is exactly what they want.
Whew, the Snuffington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just messing around, they're making a point. Like, hey, wake up, people.
Pay attention.
Exactly.
Mm.
Because if we don't, we're going to get played. By algorithms, by the media, by politicians.
By whoever figures out how to game the system.
Yep. And that's why I kind of love what they do, honestly.
A Snuffington.
Yeah. They take these, like, crazy ideas, but they make you actually think about stuff.
In a good way.
Yeah. It's like they sneak in the serious stuff while you're busy laughing.
So basically what you're saying is everyone needs to go read the Snuffington right now.
Yes, 100%. It's the kind of, like, reality check we all need sometimes.
I'm with you on that. All right, so to everyone listening, if you want to make sure you're not getting played in this whole attention economy game,
Go check out the Snuffington.
they'll make you laugh, they'll make you think,
And maybe, just maybe,
they'll help you see the world a little differently.
now that's a worthwhile investment.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, that's it for this deep dive. Until next time, stay curious.